Are we live? Are we live? Can y'all hear me? Welcome to another fabulous episode of Trending for this podcast, episode 89. How y'all living? I'm living swell. Feel free, be sure to hit the subscription button, the notification bell, share this live stream with your friends, family, as well as your followers. Let's get this podcast, this YouTube channel lit in the YouTube algorithm. You heard me? Can y'all hear me? In the YouTube. Yeah, y'all can hear me. Algorithm. You heard me? Feel free, be sure to do that at your leisure. Get familiar. You dig? Okay? Uh, we got a fantastic show. First and foremost, I wanted to let you guys know I really do appreciate you guys watching my last two episodes back to back. We talked about some OnlyFans news on the first one. Second one, we got familiar with the Drake and the Kendrick Lamar beef. We started peeling back the layers. I really do appreciate you guys listening to those episodes back to back. All right. We got a fabulous show as well. Now, I'm gonna be real with you guys. News wise, it was light. Your boy was thinking about not even doing anything. All right. Your boy thought he was gonna take a little, you know, take, take the week off. Okay, you did two episodes back to back. Ain't nothing really going on in the social media atmosphere out there until a couple of news stories dropped in your boy's lap. Pause. And we're about to talk about one of them. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it. All right. So this is coming from WSMV Channel 4 out there in Keysville, Tennessee. This dropped yesterday evening, I guess around 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Um, yeah, we gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this. Now, WSMV is reporting Metro Nashville police officer was fired for allegedly accusations appearing on in and OnlyFans video. He was immediately talking to, got written up according, and also got fired. Man, how can you get fired on your day off? No, I'm just kidding. He didn't get fired on. I don't know if he did get fired on his day off. I'm thinking that he did. I mean, I'm thinking that he was working. All right. Um, According to Metro Nashville Police Department. All right, Metropolitan Nashville Police Department released this story. The story was from Caleb Wellington. This was updated 10 hours ago, which fits the time frame as when this was released. Nashville, Tennessee, the Metro Nashville Police Department has fired an officer for allegedly appearing in an OnlyFans video. I'm pretty sure that they got the footage. The 3-year police department employee, Sean Hermans, was identified Wednesday as the person allegedly in part of the production of a fake traffic stop. He was immediately disciplined and was let go. The investigation into the video of Herman's involvement continues into the early hours. The chief, John Drake, fired Hamilton on Thursday, nearly 24 hours of the department discovering the video. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Who snitched? Who snitched? All right. Who snitched? All right. So, wow, man, that's that we got to get into it. We definitely gonna have to get into this. Okay. First and foremost. All right. First and foremost. All right. You know this. Like I understand that Everyone is, doing side hustles and things of that nature. Um, and that's fine and dandy. And I know a lot of people, OnlyFans is the new hot, the hotness. Okay, OnlyFans, Faisley, you know, and if you got, if you got the goods, right, you know, uh, you can make quite a bit of change on OnlyFans and Fansly. All right. Um, I really do think people really don't think things through. If you are if you are working at a corporation, or if you're working for like an office or for the people, such as a police officer, hold on one second. You need to tread lightly. You know, if, if you work, and all jobs, and a lot of people seem to forget about this. All jobs. It doesn't matter if you're working for McDonald's as a drive-through attendant, or if you are, you know, the mayor of the city. Really doesn't matter. Everyone has a morale conduct clause in the contract of their working in their contract, and it purely states you cannot, embarrass the corporation or embarrass the office by doing several things, and OnlyFans is one of those things. All right. As a police officer, they really do tell you, hey, look, you can't you can't you know dirty up the badge, so to say. You can't embarrass the shield, so to say. And they take this very seriously. All right. You can't do shady stuff and things of that nature. That's why you hear so many police officers losing their jobs. A routine traffic stop, and they didn't follow protocols and procedures, would lead them, without a job. All right. Arresting someone for the wrong reasons or for the wrong way can land you losing your job, and your freedom. All right. And, you know, be appearing on an OnlyFans video is one of those type of things. Now, I don't know who was the content creator of this OnlyFans video. Um, my guess is this is an OnlyFans content creator who's not that familiar in these social media streets, not that, not popping, not a very popular, high profiled person. So I'm pretty sure one of the following is why he no longer works for the Metro Nashville Police Department. One of these reasons, or maybe a list, or maybe all of them. Maybe he, bragged about it in front of his comrades, and he, talked to the wrong person. The wrong person let their superiors know that, hey, he was just bragging about being in an OnlyFans video. It was just a fake traffic stop, this, that, the third. Okay. Another thing is, you know, someone who happened to watch the video themselves and report it to their superiors, or the person themselves. And this happens, you know 70 or 80% of the time. The person who actually filmed the video was the main one snitched on you. All right. um so when you're doing OnlyFans, and if you're at a real high profile job, not just anybody can get this job. You have to be careful, you know, about doing certain things on or off the clock, because this stuff can wound you losing your job, losing your freedom, and smearing your name. Now, I'm pretty sure it was a harmless video. They probably asked the officer, to act like you stopped, this content creator, or, I'm thinking something harmless like that. And then, they filmed the actual sexual scene with another model someplace else. I'm pretty sure it's harmless like that. Like I said, there's nothing added to the story. I don't think that this officer was in the whole video presentation. Um, but still, you just can't do that when you are an officer of the law. Now, I don't understand why the content creator don't do like other content creators. When they have a police scene or a traffic stop scene, they'll have a fake person, uh, you know, pretending to be a police officer. And we all know it's a fake officer. Hold on one second, y'all. We all know it's a fake officer, but if you do it the right way, if this is a serious production type of content, now you can ask for uh, a request form of filming scenes with fake officers if you don't want nobody to know your business, or you can, do it at a location that, is not high visible or high profile area. Film your scene. Shouldn't take no more than about like what, less than a minute or so with their scene. I don't understand why. And speaking of police, I'm just talking to the. Oh my lord. Something like that. But yeah, you could do that. Um, but at the end of the day, you can there's ways around it. Okay, there's ways around it. Okay, so you can do it that way. I like thank whoever hit the like button on that. I really do appreciate that. There are ways around it, and I just don't understand why. Now you could do it guerrilla style, and do it that way if you like. But using a real officer is crazy. It's fugazi. So yeah, that was kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It's unfortunate that an officer lost their you know lost their ability to be an officer in an OnlyFans video. I wish the best for him. Nine times out of 10, when you're talking about something like this, they probably asked him to do, a fake traffic stop. He probably didn't get nothing out of it. He's not the star. He's not the star of the video, and it didn't go viral. You know, it didn't go viral. And like I said, this is subject from, and we're going by, you know, this. I read you guys the story. The story was less than a paragraph. There's nothing new happened. Uh, no new developments about the story. All this was, we know the officer's name. We don't know if the officer was in the video all the way through or performing sexual acts or anything like that. You know, so we got to call this down the middle, and unfortunately, this officer lost his right of being an officer, lost his job Thursday, and now I don't know. I really don't know. Can he still be an officer in another state or in another county? I'm pretty sure he can be. Like I said, I don't know the laws or the rules or regulations. Once you no longer an officer, or you can't apply for another application in another state. You know, I'm thinking that you can or you can't. Someone can comment in the comment section if they're familiar with that. But if the officer, all he did was just a fake traffic stop, and he didn't do any sexual acts, you know, uh, that's kind of effed up. Me personally, I would have suspended him. And but it's and and in the police department they have unions and stuff like that, and I hear that their union is super strong. So they may have some stuff that is not shared to the public, that that is not shared to the public. And there's more to this story than meets the eye. So yeah, I don't know. But just judging by the story itself, and there's nothing added to this story, I feel bad for the officer. But like I said in the beginning of this live stream, hey, look, there's morality clauses, there's things in your contract, in your working contract, that is fair and that is foul. And that is, you know, I mean, if he wanted to be in an OnlyFans video so bad, he could have, there's way, I mean, he could have done it off duty, not use none of the equipment that he uses as a real officer. He could have masked up, stayed hidden. There's ways around it. But like I said, it's not like, he was doing this for a content creator that's making some real bang for buck. Okay. But it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we're about to get into the next topic. And yeah, give me okay. That's not working. All right, here
You
we
know what I
go.
don't understand? I'm going to talk about it right now. I get the views. I get a lot of them. But I don't get the likes. Like if you spend that much time to watch the video and then you don't hit the like button, what's going on? Come on now. Pull yourself together. If you're going to watch it, like it. Get busy. You got things to do. Hit that button. You know what I don't understand? I'm going to talk about it right now. I get the views. I get a lot of them. But I don't get the likes. Like if you spend that much time to watch the video and then you don't hit the like button, what's going on? Come on now. Pull yourself together. If you're going to watch it, like it. Get busy. You got things to do. Hit that button. You know what I don't understand? I'm going to talk about it right now. I get the views. I get a lot of them. But I don't get the likes. Like if you spend that much time to watch the video and then you don't hit the like button, what's going on? Come on now. Pull yourself together. If you're going to watch it, like it. Get busy. You got things to do. Hit that button. You know what I don't understand? I'm going to talk about it right now.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I do apologize me doing that. I really do apologize from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, had some run into some technical difficulties. The next order of business is an article I read. I try to read the full article. I got bits and pieces of this article, and we're going to talk about how to make money on OnlyFans according to a lot of content creators on OnlyFans, successful content creators on OnlyFans. So when I read the article yesterday, hold on one second. So when I read the article yesterday, they were talking about different ways to make money on OnlyFans. Now, with OnlyFans, there are numerous ways of, you know, making money on that platform other than a subscription service, which the members, whoever subscribe to your OnlyFans page, uh they can subscribe to your subscription service, pay a monthly fee every month to enjoy your content. Or, if you don't want to do a subscription service, and let's just say there's different videos, you put prices on them, they pick the video that they want, and they just pay for the services of that particular video. But there's more ways to skin a cat on OnlyFans as far as making money. Now, one way is tips. Now, there's a tip button, a tip icon on your profile. And people, that really F with you, they will just, you know, hit that tip button, and you can make some coin by people hitting the tip button. And I really think the tip button is dedicated for people that are serious into you, that are fans of you. 9 times out of 10, these people are probably have already purchased a lot of your content or is subscribed to your subscription program. So if they really F with you, that's one way, you can make money on OnlyFans, by them pressing the tip button. Another thing, and a lot of this stuff, the average uh person who's on the fence whether or not they want to be on OnlyFans, you know, doesn't even know the multiple ways of generating money on an OnlyFans platform. A lot of people that are, vanilla about OnlyFans only think there's only one way to make money on OnlyFans is to produce content, and there's so many ways of doing it, and tips is one of them. Another thing is live streams. You can do live streams on OnlyFans. It doesn't require a lot to start utilizing the live stream portion of your OnlyFans app. You can, go on live stream, do 15, 20, an hour, maybe 2 hours on live streams. And you can get donations that way, similar to like getting donations through TikTok when you're on live streams there, or on Instagram, YouTube. So yeah, you can get donations from live streams. Also promoting your Cash App. If you want people to directly give you the money through Cash App, you can advertise your, Cash App link through your OnlyFans live stream. That's a little gem I just threw in there that a lot of people, such as myself, even on Twitch, that already knew about this. And by the way, my Cash App name is in the little blue icon right there. So if you guys want to directly, give me your money that way, that's fine. But that's another thing you could get money. All right. Custom content. Custom content is where the really that separates the real successful content creators on OnlyFans from the starter ups or the amateurs. Okay, from the pros to the amateurs. All right, custom content is people requesting that you do things on your video. And this can be a personal interaction with your subscribers, where if someone's purchase that custom content, it's only exclusive to them. Now, a lot of content creators on OnlyFans that's popping on there, yeah, it's exclusive to them, but after a while, they would eventually put it on their profile, and that's something that could be paid. That's something that if someone who is subscribed to you, if they want to pay extra to see that content, they can. All right, so that's another way, and a lot of people don't utilize that way a lot. They just, put the content out. They advertise the content that they have that already on their profile, and then they just keep it pushing, keep it moving on. And custom content is like an interaction with you and your supporters, okay, that wants to go the extra mile to support you. All right. Now I did a live stream. I want to say like 9 or 10 episodes ago about Ruby Rose and other content creators. Having you know was talking about how they make extra money on OnlyFans with their supporters that do the most for them, and they have like a contest. Like their biggest supporter or their biggest subscriber can meet them in person. They can go on a date with that person. They can spend the day with that person. There's a lot of content creators that have an F a fan. You have to understand what that F means. F a fan, where the top dog who donates the most money to that content creator gets an opportunity to bang that content creator. Now, uh, I I do think most of these F your fans are fake. I don't think there's people out there that's actually, but it just just the mention of it have people that are who really f with your content, support you in multiple ways, so they could be a winning contestant, sort of say. I will say I think that's more fake. I think that's part of the promotion side of things. And when we talk about the Ruby Rose story about the guy spending over 100K for Ruby Rose, come to find out that this article was fake. And I even told you guys when I was reading the article, I think it was fake. Spending that much money on Ruby Rose. Not to say Ruby Rose is not bad, but spending that type of money on Ruby Rose, it was just unheard of. But anywho, that could be part of your promotion, and it has a lot of thirsty subscribers or fans thinking that, oh, I can win that contest. So if I spend so much money on this OnlyFans person, I could be in the running. Okay, so that's another way you can make money on OnlyFans. Just instead of just your subscriptions, or or people just individually buy your content, you can do it that way. So there's a multitude of ways to uh stretch your dollar or make money on OnlyFans. All right. Um and people can also, you can also have like a donation goal for one video. I see a lot of content creators doing this, where they'll show a snippet of a video, and if you want to see the rest of this video, you have to donate to in order to see the rest of the video. And it'd be some crazy off the wall clip. uh there I forgot, I think her name is Yanni the Freak. She did a snippet of her and her girlfriend, you know butt booty naked on a golf course, and she put and they're at the one of the uh they're out there on the field, and they're getting ready to put the ball in the hole. And as the ball is rolling by, you see her and her female friend in an interaction scene. And they say, if you want to see more of this video, you have to donate to see the rest of this video. And a lot of content creators say, okay, after we get a donation of $100, you know, you guys can see this video, or $1,000, you get to see this video. But you get the point that I'm saying. So, people, a lot of people donate to see this video. All right. They also have a donation goal where it's on their page, and they're wanting to, donate a certain amount of money. If you want to do that, if you're a serious fan, you're going to exercise that option. All right. So there are a multitude of ways, there are a multitude of layers to make money on OnlyFans. And if you are the top 1% or the top 4%, and there's someone out there that's trying to get to that level or get close as close as possible to that level, there are content creators that are willing to promote their content on the more successful platform for attention, and maybe some of those subscribers will come over to join their OnlyFans. So promoting other people's links on your OnlyFans page, or promoting their clips and say, hey, there's this girl that's a friend of mine's, she does OnlyFans too, get her subscriber numbers up, so the promo part of OnlyFans, promoting someone's link on your own OnlyFans, particularly if your OnlyFans is popping like that, that's another way to make money. Okay, so people don't understand there's so many ways to make money on OnlyFans other than just making content now. And the successful ones know this, and the people who are sitting on the fence whether or not they want to be on OnlyFans, or the people that are on OnlyFans and they're not getting a lot of uh, traction. Um, and if you're serious about your content on OnlyFans, um, females love. I feel like it's easier for a female to collaborate with another female uh, than a male trying to collaborate with a female content creator on OnlyFans. So let's just face facts and just live in reality for just a quick second. The more successful content creators on OnlyFans are women, and men have a serious uphill climb to be successful on OnlyFans. I'm not saying it cannot be done, but it is extremely hard to have a successful platform on OnlyFans just on your lonesome. Like a lot of these guys, they collaborate with so many models on OnlyFans. Um, that's how they make their money. Okay, so yeah, uh, I feel like it's more easier for a female to collaborate with another female, and as far as promoting their OnlyFans account, or just collaborating with them with different skits and videos and things of that nature. I think a lot of women that prefer to be, that get aroused with another man, and it's not bi or anything like that, it's it's kind of difficult for them to interact with a scene with another female. But there are so many ways y'all can interact without you know interacting on each other. If you get my drift and you get what I'm saying, all right. So there are so many ways to skin that cat, all right, sort of say. Cat, kitty. So yeah, uh that's the article. And they talked about this, and I'm just passing the gems along to you guys. um some more gems I could drop before we get into the next topic is, um on OnlyFans, you know, there's a lot of women making crazy amount of money on OnlyFans. I do feel like the demographic, which is men, um, they are prefer to see a, a a certain type of content. Okay, I think women who are not successful on OnlyFans fit in one of these categories. Either they don't push their brand or push their OnlyFans link seriously, or don't understand how to promote their OnlyFans account through the other social media applications, and therein lies the issue. I think another reason why the women don't make a lot of there's certain women out there that's not making a lot of money on OnlyFans is their expectation bar is through the roof. A lot of women don't understand the matrix and the stats with OnlyFans. They say the average woman who makes content on OnlyFans, they're making like $70 a month, which is not a lot of money. Well, they average out $70. Now it could be $70 a week, which that's good. That's okay money. But I'm thinking from 30 days, just like being a content creator on OnlyFans is just like being a content creator on Twitch, being a content creator on YouTube, being a content creator on Facebook or X, Twitter. It's very hard to make uh, uh, it's very hard for you to make a lot of money or make uh make money to fit your lifestyle, to get your utilities paid, to get your rent and mortgage paid, to get your car note paid. It's extremely hard if you're only exclusively making content on social media. And it doesn't necessarily have to be OnlyFans. It could be anything. Okay? It could be YouTube. You know, the average YouTuber that's trying to make money on YouTube, they're live streaming every single day. They're uploading videos every single day. They're uploading shorts every single day. I make money on YouTube, but it's decent money, but it's not money where I can quit my day job. If you get what I'm saying. And I think there's the misconception with a lot of content creators. They think, oh man, I'm gonna make content on XYZ platform, and I'm gonna make some crazy type of money. And it doesn't work that way. Uh, and I tell people that when they are thinking about exclusively being a full-time content creator on social media, it's extremely hard to make an honest day's living. Okay, I didn't even know he okay. So I tell people that all the time. So, if you're a woman, if you're a female on OnlyFans, if you have an OnlyFans account, that your expectation bar, you need to lower your expectation, and you need to say to yourself, okay, um, what's the amount of money I can make every 30 days that you know will require me to continue to do that, and I can start building on top of that. Now you can do it that way. I think another thing a lot of women fail on OnlyFans is, um, well, I'm only going to do this certain type of content, and I'm not cool doing other types of content. I feel like women, if you want to make money exclusively on OnlyFans, you have to understand your audience, and your audience is a bunch of horny men, a bunch of horny boys. All right, so you have to feed their horniness different types of ways. All right, um, you just can't just say, okay, well, y'all going to have to bend to me. I'm not going to bend to you. And that's why I feel like a lot of women fail on their OnlyFans. A lot of women fail on their OnlyFans with that mentality of, well, I'm just going to treat it like I do my other applications. I'm only going to do this type of content. All right. And I hate to beat a dead horse, but there was this one girl, this BBW. She had a very beautiful face. Um, I don't know about her attitude, but she had a very beautiful face, and she was treating OnlyFans like being a model on social media. And she kept wondering why her subscribers were not going up. And she kept wondering how come she was not making money on OnlyFans. And I was trying to explain to her that you have to understand your audience. And guys are not going to spend $20 a month. Guys are not going to spend $20 subscribing to you for $20 a month, and you're making the same type of content that they can theoretically see on Instagram or TikTok. I mean, you're going to have to understand when you are when you are engaging and you want to be a full-time member of OnlyFans, there's levels to this. And a lot of people are not familiar, well, a lot of women are not familiar that, you know, you're going to have to do different things and do different things to keep your subscribers and to add subscribers. So you have to be open to the point of, okay, a lot of guys are interested in women having, car relationships, having, sex in cars, or public nudity, or, or any of that stuff. You have to welcome a lot of these ideals in your portfolio if you want to be very successful on OnlyFans. All right. So you can't limit yourself out the gate. You're going to have to understand that, with OnlyFans, if you want to be successful at it, you're going to have to open your eyes and your mind to a lot of things. All right. Not say that not to say that, okay, I have to do those things. You don't have to do those things, but uh you have to be open to everything and just say, okay, I'm cool with doing that. I may be interested in doing this, but I'm not cool with doing this because of safety concerns. I'm not cool doing that. And ladies, I'm pretty sure there's some men out there that do OnlyFans. uh you don't want um you don't want your church members knowing that you have an OnlyFans. You don't want the school to know, if you have kids, that you have an OnlyFans account. Um, you just don't want a lot of people knowing your business. Um, that's why you should promote it to those people. Now, I will say that's a slippery slope that we're entering, because believe it or not, the people that really F with you on social media will F with you doing OnlyFans, and they know you on a personal level. Now, if you cool with these people and they're cool with you, but let's just face facts, everyone loves to gossip, and your friends in the real is going to start telling other people in the real, and those people that may know you from a distance may tell the wrong people. So if you're doing an OnlyFans, try to not have your face in a lot of your content. If you have to wear a mask or put a bandana or a face mask over you, that's cool. I think being a mystery woman is a mystery woman, that angle. I think a lot of guys, would subscribe to you in hopes of finding out who you really are. That's cool. Um, but yeah, it's if you want to do OnlyFans full time, these are there's a multitude of ways of making money on OnlyFans. Um, and if and there's multiple ways of promoting. And I'm just giving you a list of things that was in the article. Plus, I was giving you plus I was giving you guys some advice from a distance that I think that may work for you. So, yeah, we're done with that. Let's get into the next order of business. Okay.
These niggas come in your chat They won't even hit the like button because you all are a bunch of motherfucking haters. Bitch, it don't cause you shit. Not only to be over here, it don't cause you shit to hit the like button. But double fuck you motherfuckers in real life. Huh? Yes, that won't hit the like button. This is for you motherfuckers. Bitch, hit the like button. Don't hit the like button. Fuck you motherfuckers. In real life. You hear this? Look, bitches. You don't hit the like button. Fuck you motherfuckers. And thank you for the view, bitches. These
Thank you, Sister T. Thank you, Sister T, in the place to be. Last order of business before we wrap it up for too early for this podcast. First, I'd like to thank my graveyard shift crew that's listening to me live. I really do appreciate that. My early morning squad that's waking up early in the morning to start their day. I like to appreciate you guys as well as the audience that watches the re-air of Too Early for This podcast. I really do thank you guys doing that for me. But can all of you guys do me a favor? Can you hit the like button? If you're not subscribed, subscribe and share this podcast with your friends, family, as well as your followers. I really do appreciate that if you can do that for me. All right. Now, without further ado, let's get into gravitate into the final topic, the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef. And this is gonna be my last time talking about it. I'm already done with it. I'm not going to talk about the actual songs, but I will tell you guys, and I've said this from the get go. Um, I felt like Drake shouldn't even entertain this because hypothetically, let's just say hypothetically, Drake wins the battle against Kendrick Lamar. What does that What does that do for Drake? It doesn't sell any more albums for Drake. It doesn't increase his streaming. It doesn't do a lot for Drake because still at the end of the day, people are not going to call Drake the greatest rapper of all time because Drake is not from that realm. Drake is an international pop star who happens to rap and sing. Drake is not an R&B singer. Drake is not a rapper. Drake is an international superstar. So him entertaining this beef on the big three, and he's part of the big three. It's Kendrick Cole, it's Kendrick, it's Drake, and it's J. Cole. Um, at the end of the day, no one's never going to put in their Mount Rushmore Drake being the greatest rapper of all time. Now, I feel like delusional Drake fans will put him up there. I think people who are new to hip hop and the only way they understand that this is hip hop is from listening to Drake, and they just assume that okay, Drake is a rapper and he's from the hip hop era, therefore I'm a part of hip hop. They're going to uh, automatically assume that Drake is the greatest rapper of all time. People that are embedded in hip hop knows that nah, fam. Drake is not a rapper. He's an international star who happens to rap and happens to sing. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with it. I'm just telling you there's nothing wrong with that. So him entertaining this battle with with K Dot is not it, it's not helping. It's not going to help overall with Drake's image. It's not going to help overall with his streaming numbers. It's not going to help overall with his endorsement deals. It's not going to do nothing for Drake if Drake would have won this. Now, for Kendrick, if he's pronounced the winner of this beef, which by the way, If you go to a lot of serious hip hop websites and serious creators that report hip hop, and you look at the polls, all the major polls are saying Kendrick is winning this. Okay, um, for on his side, this is a huge target. This is a huge monster to slay. Now, people like myself who are in hip hop, we know who K Dot is. We know K Dot is on the Mount Rushmore of greatest rappers. He's on those lists. Okay, as far as we appreciate his penmanship, his lyrics. Okay, they matter to us. They may not matter to the vanilla hip hop fan. And when I say vanilla, I don't mean skin color. I mean it doesn't matter your skin color or any of that stuff. I feel like when I say vanilla, you're just you just like something for the basic stuff because it's likable to you. You're not familiar with the history of it. You're not familiar with the levels of it, the storylines. You're not familiar with any other artists in this field. You're just only, it's like, let me put it this way. It's like uh, casual uh, gamers and hardcore gamers. Casual gamers love the hotness. They love the NBA 2Ks. They love the Call of Duties. They love the Fortnites. They love the Maddens. Okay, but uh, they may not like these other video games that hardcore gamers love. Okay, like Elder Scrolls or Destiny 2 or um, a lot of that doesn't attract casual fans. What attract casual video game fans is the things I just mentioned, the Fortnites and the 2Ks, okay, and the Call of Duties. So that's what casual hip hop fans are attracted to. They are attracted to Drake or artists that are similar to Drake, that you know put a lot of different flavors in their songs. You know, Drake got R&B in his song. He's got hip hop in his song. He's got house music in his song. He's got Allen music in his songs. He's got so many different flavors and blends in his song that someone's going to listen to his song and pick up one or multiple things that they like about Drake and his music. Okay, so back to K Dot, this really helps elevates him because he technically slayed the hip hop beast as far as battling Drake. Okay, because a lot of those vanilla fans are going to elevate Drake as a hip hop artist, and Drake is not a hip hop artist. All right. Now I know a lot of people are going to get upset with what I just said, but it's just the facts. Okay, it is what it is. You know, so this beef between him and Kendrick Lamar is not going to it's not going to do nothing on Drake's side of things. It's going to do a lot for K Dot. All right, particularly when you're getting ready to promote and you're getting ready to have your album out there. This is good for promotion for his up and coming album. This is good for Kendrick Lamar elevating him in social media. It just another different audience is now attuned and aware of K Dot. Okay, so this helps him on all those levels. But when you look at Drake, it doesn't really help Drake. And I said this the whole time when they announced that they was going to do diss records against one another. I said Drake had more to lose than to gain if entertaining this stuff. And if you look at Jay Prince and what he put on social media a couple of weeks ago, he said, "I'd rather have 10% of a watermelon than a whole grape." And that's what he was basically implying in this beef war between Drake and K Dot. He was saying, hey, Drake, so what if you win the battle? Only thing you won was just one grape. We're here to win the ultimate prize, which is the war. We want half of this watermelon. We want the whole watermelon. And when you look at Drake business wise, he's taking a huge hit, not because of the fact that he's beefing with K Dot, and not because K Dot won the battle between the two. It's the accusations that are floating around that a lot of these media sites and these publications and these blogs are trying to connect the dots, sort of say, with the accusations of him dating younger women, um of him not of him maybe having another child. I feel like on the surface, you know, all rappers have kids from women outside of wedlock. And it's not just rappers, it's musicians, it's actors, it's actresses, and it does not affect their brand nor their money of having a kid outside of wedlock. So it should not apply to Drake. But the fact that there's a possibility that there's a kid out there that you're hiding, because remember, um when Pusher did his diss song and he announced to the world that, hey, Drake has a son and he's hiding it. Now low key, a lot of people saying, well, he just want to hide the kid because of the kid's privacy. He want the kid to be a kid. I understand that, but there was other stuff float. There was other stuff that came from the surface of that, of Drake in a uh, DNA battle with this stripper, well, this corn star, and he did not want to take a paternity test to see if it was his child or not, and that is what hurt Drake's image, and a little bit, and you know, it hurt his image a little bit, but he flipped it into a positive. And now he features his son in his music and his social media posts and things of that nature. Okay. Uh, but in the beginning stages of it, he was fighting to even take a paternity test because he didn't want to take a paternity test. All right. And that kind of shaped the foundation of his image, but I don't think it did anything major to it. Well, now with this K Dot stuff, and now you get these accusations of him, of once again, and of dating younger women, and now he's hiding another child. On the surface, the hiding the child thing is not a big deal, but now there's reports out there that suggest that he's still hanging with a guy who allegedly was ex trafficking, and he's still in his inner circle. That does not look good for Drake brand, particularly when Drake is connected to a lot of things. Drake is connected to the Jordan shoe. Drake is connected to a lot of brands out there, the NFL, the NBA. You know, Drake has a connection with a lot of these entities, and a lot of these entities are not looking in the best light because of these recent accusations of Drake, particularly the Baca accusation that he's still in his inner circle, and what he said on social media, basically, saying, hey, when he gets out of prison, ain't nothing gonna change. He's still gonna be part of my inner circle. Um, and a lot of people saying, well, he said that years ago, and why should it affect him now? I think when Drake was on top of the world and he mentioned that on social media, it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't presented in the right light or the right circumstances. But now with this K Dot stuff and this, that, and the third, and now it's being brought to everyone's attention again. Now a lot of these people that are connected to Drake have partnerships with Drake in the business world. Um, Now they're placed on the spotlight, and they're going like, "Well, wait a minute. If Drake is into all that, or you guys are into the same things or the same interests, bad interests that Drake is into, okay? So now, and I said this. I said Drake entertaining this battle with K Dot is not going to gain Drake nothing. It was the best thing Drake should have done was not entertain this. Let K Dot come with his little song. He does numbers with those songs, and you just keep it pushing, okay? And you don't entertain it on social media. And I think Drake was entertaining it, because from Drake perspective, he's looking at it as fun and games, shits and giggles. A lot of stuff that K Dot said on that first song, as well as They're Not Like Us song, I think Drake missed out on how influenced K Dot is in the black community, and as well as the hip hop culture. And Drake said in one of his diss songs, he act like he's this speaking to K Dot, saying that he act like he's this voice for the culture, and he act like he's this big time voice for black culture, but he dates a mixed woman, but he talks about the women I date. And I think Drake underestimated uh what he said. I think Drake has a low IQ when it comes to culture. Particularly, he said a line that he's more bigger, meaning Drake is more bigger in California than K Dot, and that's another one of those missteps of you know you you know you have a low IQ when it comes to reality and culture. And I think from Drake's perspective, he was talking about, oh no, 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 I'm bigger in K Dot in his own city, but I'm only big like in Beverly Hills or Malibu or Hollywood. Okay. He's not referencing Compton or Watts or any of those places. That's what, from Drake's perspective, he was coming from. But how the line was delivered, made people say, okay, well, he must think he's bigger than K Dot in those parts. And K Dot is more bigger in California than Drake, particularly in those spots. I think another thing he underestimated was he thought that a lot of artists was going to be in supportive of him that are in California. He did a project with the Game. He's cool with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. So Drake was thinking, okay, I'm cool with these guys, so they wouldn't have no problem with me in that Tailor Made song. I think that was his first fumble. Okay, when he did the Tailor Made song and he used AI voice for Snoop Dogg and Tupac. And once again, that's one of those moments of not reading the room. And when you have low IQ of how this is going to be interpreted, now you have the Tupac estate saying, whoa, calling foul on that, going like, wait, don't use Tupac's name in this beef. Because a lot of vanilla hip hop fans may not know this. They may know Tupac from different stories and music and stuff like that, and not aware of the full Tupac story. If Tupac was alive, I'm telling you guys, and you don't have to take my word for it, you can take it from anybody else that is associated with Tupac. All right. Snoop, Drake, Dre, whoever, they would honestly tell you that Tupac would take the side of K Dot because K Dot embodies so much that Tupac would like if Tupac was still alive. Tupac will be taking the side of K Dot more so than Drake. Now, you can believe it or not, whatever, but those are facts. And Snoop didn't give his voice a ringing endorsement. He used Snoop's voice in AI. And Snoop ain't going around on social media going like, "Oh man, I like what Drake did," you know, because Snoop knows, particularly in the West Coast, it's a family thing. They all support one another. And I think that's another thing Drake um had a misstep on. Drake thought that, well, I have done projects with other artists down south that I don't F with, and they be in support with me down in Atlanta. In New York, I have done projects with a lot of artists in New York that don't F with me, and I don't have no problem still doing projects with guys out there in New York or Toronto or whatever. He thought that the, those same rules would apply in West Coast, and once again, it's the low IQ of you're not checking the temperature, you're not reading the room, you don't understand the culture, you don't understand the nuances. When it comes to the West Coast, they are all connected. They don't ish on one another. It's a family culture thing in California than in any other part of the world. More so in the South or in the deep South with Texas or St. Louis or New York or Miami. It's more connected there in the West Coast than any other area, and that's where Drake, fumbled a bit. And as far as the angle of he acts like he's for the culture. K Dot is for the hip hop culture. He speaks on the hip hop culture. Now, is Drake perfect in his life? You know, I'm not sitting up here saying that a lot of stuff that Drake has done or what as far as his life goes, I'm not gonna sit up like the incident with his fiance. I don't know how much of that is true. Um, Now there's reports out there that says that K Dot and his fiance is going through some things and um having domestic issues over there. I'm trying to get it as clear as I'm trying to say this in in the best and in this in their circumstances not the best light, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna pick one side or the other. Now she released a message about that and about her experience with K Dot, and a lot of people were, you know, going with the angle where she unfollowed K Dot, and that could mean so many different things. She could be unfollowing K Dot because she don't want to be part of this mess that's going on with him and Drake. Okay. And as far as this beef war, the labels, the powers that be, now there was an article posted that Universal is stepping in and they're saying that hey, y'all need to squash this stuff, okay? Because it's not good for overall business, all right? Because we invested a lot of money in Drake. Now, there's reports out there that says that Drake is in a 360 deal, where Universal owns Drake's music, his masters, his publication, his image, uh, the Drake brand. In return, they gave Drake I think it was a 500 million dollar contract, which was the biggest contract for an artist. And that was on the heels of Drake going independent. And Steve Stout said that if Drake would have went independent, Drake would have ran the music industry going independent. A lot of labels would be bleeding money if Drake would have went independent. But instead, he chose to re-sign with Universal Music, and they gave him this offer. Now, when I first heard about him signing to Universal, and it was like 400, I think 400 or 500 million, I said this then, and I'm going to continue to say it now. I think Drake could have gotten a lot more and kept a lot of things. I mean, for that amount of money. I mean, because I don't think that's a lot of money. But if Drake would have went independent, he would have made 3 times as much as that. Y'all have to understand that. And there were, you know, before he signed that deal, there were people talking about, oh, he's going to be a billionaire and things of that nature. And when he signed that deal, I was going like, man, he could have gotten so much more. Now, Drake still, I think, and at that time, Drake was thinking, as well as a lot of people were thinking, that he was going to have some type of impact in the music industry. Okay. And people are going to still want to stream Drake's songs. And Drake could collaborate outside the music scene, possibly, because Drake, people don't realize Drake is an actor. I don't understand why Drake don't do more roles in Hollywood um, as an actor. Maybe, he abandoned that because, he grown weary and tired of it. But, and maybe when Drake is older, he may consider going back to acting. But, Tupac, as amazing as Tupac was as a rapper and how much impact and influence he had in the culture of the hip hop culture, people forget that Tupac was an amazing, accomplished actor. And I forgot who said this in a podcast. They said that if Tupac would have spent all of his energy on being an actor only, Tupac would have gotten an Oscar or an Emmy if he would have focused more on as far as him being an actor. He could have been a big time actor. He could have been up there with the Denzels. A lot of people thought that, but a lot of movie studios and companies didn't want to mess with Tupac because of the other stuff. Not what the good, the, not the good things Tupac could have delivered, but they was focusing more on the bad press and the bad things that come part of doing business for Tupac. But going back to Drake, I think Drake would be an accomplished actor if he took it seriously or go back into it. And that's why I was thinking when he signed that deal, I was not amazed with that deal. Now it's the biggest deal as far as an artist go, but to me, uh, Taylor Swift is going to make more money just being a singer songwriter than Drake. And if you look at the landscape, if you look at, you know, Beyonce is not capitalizing or controlling the music industry. Drake is not doing that neither. Even before this, you know, it's the Taylor Swift movement, and whatever Taylor Swift touches turns to gold. Now, Taylor Swift got her fans she's redoing a lot of her old uh songs and her old projects, redoing them, and those fans, Taylor Swift fans are rebuying or restreaming or replaying old music that she redone. You know, n- no artist is not on the hemisphere of what Taylor Swift is doing. You got people going to movie theaters just to watch a a Taylor Swift concert. You got people on Amazon. I think it was on Amazon, and people were streaming um her project that went to the movie theaters about her on tour and stuff like that. You had people buy the boatloads checking this stuff out. Um, I think I think people seem to forget, the power of Taylor Swift. And at the end, and when it's all said and done, I think Taylor Swift is going to be more popular than Drake. But people are going to utilize this K dot thing as well. That's when Drake started losing traction. I think Drake should have never entertained it. But I don't think it's just because of that. I just think m- you know, every year it's going to be a new artist. You got this what's his name? Bad Bunny, whatever. He's the next international star. I have never heard not one song from him. And you know, that's who Drake is going up against. Um and it as a music artist, it's hard to reproduce magic twice. And Drake has been doing it for like a decade. But even Drake knows there's going to be a fork at the road. It's going to be an end of the road where you're not going to be doing what you once did when you were young, you know. And it's time for Drake to uh, cash in, sort of say what he has already done uh, per, uh, pertain to. Um, and it happens to the best of them. You got it. You got Beyonce doing country music, and I think it's time for Drake to. Yeah, and you starting to see Drake getting into so many other different bags. He's doing house music. He's doing island music. So Drake is trying to fit, and in his contract, he has to put out two albums a year. I think, in the beginning, that's going to be great for Drake. But when he gets close to that, to the mid or to the end of this contract, it's going to be an oversaturation, and people are going to be like, okay, I can't listen to two albums of Drake. I may listen to one album of Drake. You're not going to be able to reproduce magic over and over and over. But yeah, so that's why I'm saying when you're on top, you don't want anything that affects you negatively to shake your foundation or you losing your position. And I think Drake miscalculated this beef that he had with K Dot. I thought Now I think from Drake perspective, this was just funs and games, shits and giggles, um, a little pride. Because since K Dot says it's F the big three, it's just big me. I think Drake took that personal, but overall it was just fun and games and shits and giggles. Like it's just stuff that he can post on social media. And from Drake's perspective, he's looking at it as it's just something else to talk about in the world of Drake. It's not a big deal. I'll say a couple of this, I'll talk about, and Drake has been um when you think about Drake's ego, him thinking that he's bigger than God, and being disrespectful to others, like now, as far as your baby mama or your ex, hey, some of you guys like Future and Rick Ross, y'all gonna have to let it go. Okay. um and even Chris Brown with Quavo dating. It was reports out there that Quavo was dating one, or has once dated Karuchi, or was thinking about dating Karuchi, and that's what left Chris Brown. That's why Chris Brown made the diss song to uh I don't forgot his name, Quavo. Okay. And some of you guys, you got to understand and just be a realist. You know, just because that's your baby mama, that's your former ex, they have the right to go on and other people have the right to go on and pursue them, because you done moved on. So why they can't move on? All right. And from that part of the game, you know, yeah, I didn't think what Drake did was foul. Now, as far as DMing someone's wife or someone's girl, that's foul. That's foul. That's not fair. That's foul. And you're doing it uh, just to uh, not because you think she's attractive, but you're just doing it. You're using her as a ploy, and you're just doing it to try to embarrass the person that you have issues with. I mean, that's a low hanging fruit tactic. Okay, I, to me, and I think a lot of that is Drake. And I'm gonna go deep on this. I really don't think Drake respects women or value women, because he never had a relationship with a woman that went great. Just think about it. Other than his mother, his baby mama, he didn't have a great relationship with his baby mama. He didn't have great relationships with any of the women that he was trying to date. His exes. Hold on. There was a report out there that he was trying to date Tigra, but he tried to flip it as a business proposal, like that water song, which was hot. He wanted to do a collaboration on it, but he wanted to, he wanted to, instead of looking at it as a possibility of this is good for your brand, it's already good for her brand. I think her name Tyler. I think her. Okay, I could be mispronouncing her name anyway. You guys know I butcher names on a constant, consistent basis, but you get who I'm talking about. He could have looked at that as, you know, as business. This builds my brand and it also builds her brand. He looked at it as a ploy to get her in bed. So that just all overall tells me, you know, what he thinks about women. All right, or his. And I'm not saying just because you bang women, um, meaning that you have no respect for women. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that's why a lot of his relationships with women on a personal level or on a business level are not that great. Okay, and it really, to me, I thought it was weird, but when and it makes you understand why his relationship with Nicki Minaj is on and off. You know, and how Nicki Minaj don't consider him as don't really take him seriously and really use him to build her portfolio as well as, and he's using her as well. But uh the way how they vibe together in person is kind of like off track. And it's been like that way when she was dating Safari, when she was single ready to mingle, when she was dating Meek Mills, and now she's dating this other dude. She still she just has this weird vibe around Drake. Like she's not starstruck with Drake. Like Drake is not going to take advantage of her because she knows Drake respect her more. Drake just want to get in bed with Nicki Minaj. He doesn't respect her on a business level or a serious relationship type of level. She's looking at Drake as all he wants to do is smash and run. That's all he values a woman. And I feel like this is going to bite him in the butt uh sooner rather than later. And I feel like a lot of these stories are not mentioned because they they are mentioned, but it people don't really pay it no attention because despite how flamboyant Drake is, he's kind of keeps things on a low profile, and sooner rather than later, I think a lot of these stories are going to start creeping up, and then people are going to have a different opinion about Drake. But hey, it is what it is. Uh, but to me, I felt like this whole battle thing was the wrong thing for Drake to do. That's just my humble opinion about it. I said in the beginning, at the end of the day, this does nothing to Drake's popularity. Him entertaining this thing with K Dot does nothing for his popularity. It does nothing as far as, oh man, Drake is a rapper. No, it doesn't do any of that. It doesn't help him in streaming. It doesn't help him on anything. Okay, he had more to lose entertaining this than win. So yeah. I would never entertain it. I would just let Kendrick, you know, even if Kendrick would have came out with all of those songs, I would have never entertained it because I just got too much riding on to entertain a little squabble like this. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to do much for me. Even if I win it or I was proclaimed the winner, it doesn't do nothing for me. It's not a blimp on my radar. It's a huge blimp for his radar, but it's not a blimp for my radar because I'm an international artist. Okay, so yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. Um, and I just thought it was weird how people were proclaiming Drake the winner. And like I said, y'all fall under one of these categories. You're a huge Drake fan, but don't want to admit it, or you're just not that familiar with music and culture. You're not really familiar with K. You're not a fan of K. Dot. I'm a fan of Drake and K. Dot. I know of them. Okay. I know what they are capable of doing. I know what they're not capable of doing. And if it's about lyrics, it wouldn't have been a fair fight for Drake. If it was about popularity, it would not have been a fair fight for Kendrick. But I just felt like when they were going back and forth, I felt like this, I felt like Drake or someone close to Drake would have said, hey, look, let him have this. Let him have this, because at the end of the day, this is a small W. It's a small W for us, but it's a major L if we entertain this. And on his side of things, it's a big W for him. So, yeah, I just, that's just my 2 cents on it. And yeah, I'm done talking about it. Anyway, I done made it past an hour, and I done gave y'all 30 minutes of free entertainment. Okay, well, this is all free entertainment, but guys, I went over an hour. Can you guys do me a favor? Can you guys do me a solid? Hit the like button. Share this with your friends, family, as well as your followers. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe already. Okay, subscribe and enjoy. You will not be disappointed. Not by the least, not by the slightest. I promise you. Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a Rizap. Okay. I'd like to thank the Graveyard Shift that came in live to uh, come come to the live stream live. I really do appreciate that. My early morning audience that's getting up early to start their day. The sun is out this beautiful Saturday, or is this no Friday? I'm still thinking I'm doing this on Saturday. I'm doing it on Friday. I like to thank you guys. I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate everyone that's supporting me and the decision I made to do too early for this podcast on Friday mornings to from I was normally doing this on Saturdays. I'm doing it on Friday. Okay. Uh, and I really do appreciate that. Um, and thank you guys for watching the shorts. I've been getting a whole lot of subscribers through that. I really do appreciate that. People that are subscribed to this channel, the day ones or the first timers, I really do appreciate you guys subscribing to this channel. Comment below if you want to see, if you want me to do other things. You want me to do more live streams, you want me to do more videos. I feel like the two forms of the two forms that y'all really appreciate more of me is doing live streams and doing shorts. Occasionally I'll sprinkle in a video or two, but hey, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm about to call it a dizzy. I will see you guys next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. It's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast, and I'm coming to you guys live from coast to coast. It's your boy. I'll holler at y'all when I holler at y'all. Really do appreciate that. I'm about. I'm gone. Deuce.